Now, I'm here. I'm here. How I got here beats me. But I'm here. So I went outside to try to find my new surroundings and everything. I started to punch trees, I got wood and everything, and then I got killed by Dream twice. That was fun. That was fun, of course, you know, because you have to have your first death, of course. That's what he said at least. That's what he said at least. Don't worry, those weren't canon chat. But I'm still including it anyway. So, I think this is exactly where I got shot, actually. Standing right here. So, I logged in, you know, got my first stuff, and then I got a tour. I got a tour from, actually, Nikki. I got a tour from Nikki, like a semi-tour, where we just went around, like, the basic stuff. Right? We went around, like, the basic areas and everything. She showed me some cool things. She showed me everything, and that was cool. So that was the first. Whoa. Oh, I hope that's not important. We're gonna ignore that. Actually, we're just gonna cover that up real fast. We're gonna pray that that's not important to anything. Okay. Anyway. So. Thank you so much, Shadowrocks, for the 23 runs. Thank you. So, I got a tour from Nikki, a semi-tour from Nikki. It was kind of a tour, kind of just us messing around. And then, the next day, chat, is when things really started to kick off. The second day on this server. Now, day two was interesting. It was an interesting day. I got a tour from the president of L'Manberg, and he asked me, like, hey, you wanna like become like the president, or like you're running for president, right? And I'm like, yep, that's my plan. That's my plan and everything, right? So, okay. So I got a tour. And then I was just like, well, hey, this isn't the right mood. So we got a tour. We got a tour from the president of L'Manberg. Thank you so much, Spazzy Dolt. And I was just like, yeah, I'll probably live in L'Manberg. And that's what I kind of did. I didn't have a house in L'Manberg yet. I didn't have a house at all, actually. I did not have a house, as no one does when they enter the server for the first time. So, of course, as one does after a tour, you know, the spoon of touring and everything, he showed me everywhere on the server, and it was good. It was my first interaction with the guy. You know, it was my first, not my actual first interaction, but like my first interaction on the server with the guy. And he seemed nice. So, then, I was approached by someone, well, we're not going to get to that yet. The tour was interesting. He basically shaped my beginning beliefs that L'Manberg, good country. I mean, it seemed fair, it seemed lawful, it seemed just, right? L'Manberg seemed like a good idea. So, we went around, we went to the Nether, we found Michael, and we put him in a hole. And then we just, like, we put him in a boat, put him in a hole, and then we just were like, yep, we're gonna get him later. So that's how we found Michael. But then someone decided to give us a visit. You know, we were the first person on the server. So then there was someone that decided to pay us a visit. Tommy. And he told us about he told me about his plan. Right? He told me about his plan. He was like, you know this George guy? I don't like him. And I was just like, yeah, seems like a huge nerd. And then Tommy was just like, hey, wanna burn down his house? And me, of course, being the spineless person that I was, said yes. Because, of course, what are you going to do? He's richer than you, I thought. He could kill you. You don't want any enemies. So, in order to not make any enemies, let's burn down a guy's house. Because the last thing that does is make enemies, that's for sure. So we started to prepare. We got our outfits and everything. We started to walk over. And then Nikki and Puffy were a little further back. And they were holy cow, thank you so much. Oh, and I hope you're doing well. Whoa, okay. Thanks so much, Pluto, as well. So Nikki and Puffy were here. They were on, I believe, their picnic date. And we, of course, couldn't be suspicious. So we weren't suspicious. We simply asked for Nikki's armor to go do something that was totally not bad. We're just gonna gloss over that part. So, me and Tommy went. We went over, all the way over here, past the, well, not this community house, but before this, there was a different community house before that. In case you guys didn't know, there used to be another community house, and then that one got blown up, and then it was rebuilt. So we went all the way down to George's Mushroom House. Now, George's Mushroom House, I mean, it was interesting. It was an interesting little house. So we did what, well, pranksters do. We did a Skeppy video. We kind of accidentally burnt it down. The burning down part was not intended, but the robbing and placing signs that called him, what did we call him? I said like Lamau, not even found. Tommy just called him the B word. But then the house accidentally burnt down, and then that was that, and we were like, uh-oh. So then we ran off, as anyone does. We ran away because we accidentally burnt down. The burning down part was not, intended. It was not intended at all. So we ran. And then, we were stopped a little while back. We thought we got all of it. We thought, hey, we got away with this. We got rid of it. We did it. We got rid of all the evidence. There is nothing that shows that it's us. And then Nikki and Puffy were like, oh shoot, yeah, no, that was you guys, right? And then she asked me, was it you? And that's when I realized I couldn't remember. I could barely remember what happened there. That was interesting. Why couldn't I remember that certain event when it had just happened? That didn't make any sense, right? So then I was just like, I have no idea. I don't think I did. And then something happened because of that. Something kind of bad happened because of that. Because of me and Tommy's little prank, something very bad happened. Something that was really, really not, ooh boy. What happened was that Dream, you know, the big guy, the guy that the server is named after, started to build big ol' walls around L'Manberg. Big ol' walls around L'Manberg. And we didn't know why. And we had no idea why. Why would Dream be building walls around L'Manberg? For no reason. For no reason, right? And then he showed us George's house. And then me and Tommy were like, huh. What-oh. So. Tommy decided, it got blamed on Tommy. Tommy didn't decide anything, it got blamed on Tommy. So then, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, it was not good. It was not good. I got questioned as well because, of course, Puffy said, hey, I saw Ranboo over there as well. I saw Ranboo over there as well. And then Tubbo killed me with a spoon. Not canon, but he killed me with a spoon. He killed me, and he was mad. And then we decided we need to meet with Dream about what to do with Tommy. Right? We need to meet with Dream about what to do with Tommy, or rather, Dream wanted to visit, talk with us, or something. So we created the meeting hall. Now, this meeting hall was the place that me and Tubbo built. Me and Tubbo built this hall. This is where I sat. So, I became the Minutes Man. The Minutes Man of L'Manberg. I was tasked with creating the notes for this meeting. This meeting was not successful. I mean, there was a pig guy up there for some reason. Why was there a pig guy just staring at us that entire time? That made no sense at all. Right? That made no sense. So, I became the Minutes Man. And I was in, well, technically, I was in the, I don't know, I was kind of in the cabinet of L'Manberg, but we really just did not understand. We really just did not, we didn't really know my role. But I was the Minutes Man, I had to write stuff down. Now, the meeting did not go well. The meeting did not go well at all. And Tommy kinda messed up. He was inherently aggressive, using something called Spirit as leverage to get Dream to take down the walls, but then, this is not the right mood. But then, oh boy, Dream did not care about Spirit. He only cared about the discs, or from what I heard. He didn't care at all. So after everything, after also the trial, we had a trial where Tommy stood up for me. Forgot to mention that. Tommy kind of stood up for me. Now, the thing is, during that trial, I was asked, did you do it as well? And then I said, well, my memory is a little bit bad. And they cut me off. They said, oh, he doesn't remember. I never said that I didn't remember what I did to George's house. I never said anything like that. I simply said that I have a bad memory. But they cut me off before I could say anything about it. So, there I was. Tommy stood up for me, even though I also should have been kinda like also being punished as well. So, after all of this, there had to be another meeting. Now, I had no idea what this meeting was about. I wasn't included in any of it. But I realized something. Me being the Minutes Man, writing stuff down to remember it, that's a good idea. I should do that. So then I created the first Do Not Read book. Because I realized that my memories couldn't be shared. Because I was also kind of responsible for Tommy. For the George House incident and everything. So, I started writing down who to trust, who not to trust. And that's where the first memory book happened. Now, I believe I was standing right here when all of a sudden, the walls that were built up way higher, some people started to stand on the walls and everything. It was that Tubbo, seems like Dream as well. Also Tommy, Quackity, and Fundy. What are they doing up there? Seems like they're fighting. Tommy's being taken away for some reason. They exiled Tommy.
Give us some money.
Thank you, John Mulaney, for that wonderfully timed donation. Thank you. Hello. They exiled Tommy. And of course, I felt guilty. I mean, why would they punish Tommy for a crime that both of us did? I mean, I understand that Tommy did not have a good track record with the server, but I mean, he shouldn't have been the only one. So, thus started Tommy's exile. Now, back here, stuff was going great. Stuff was going fantastic. Stuff was going great here. I was the Minutes Man of L'Manberg. I had a house. I had my pets. I had Jeffrey. I had my original dog. I had like a skeleton horse later. That's where it was. That's where my house was. I had a house in L'Manberg. It was amazing. It was amazing. I was still I was technically part of the cabinet, I think. But I still felt guilty. Because Tommy was still in exile. I visited him a couple of times, but he still seemed off. He still seemed like something was going wrong. Something was definitely going on with Dream, and I had no idea. So, I wrote letters to him. I tried to keep him at least tied back to where he was. I wrote letters to Tommy. I tried to help understand what he was going through while he was in exile. So, I always had that burden. I always had that slight burden on me at all times because it was my fault he was in that situation. I could have stopped him. So there's my house, where it was at least. And then I was approached. One day, I was just minding my own business, writing in my book. You know, by then I had talked with other people, right? I was starting an ice cream shop with Fundy. I was getting into the groove of things, you know? I was finally like kind of a part of L'Manberg, and I was like, this is awesome. And then someone approached me. This guy called Quackity. Wow, that was a perfect music change. Quackity. He said, hey, you know this pig guy, Technoblade, that's all on all of the wanted posters. He is the reason why everything was gone, because he was a traitor. He was a traitor? Oh my goodness. So he said, we're gonna go get him, and we're going to bring him to justice. Now, of course, me being the logical person that I am, justice meant, oh, we're going to put him on trial. We are going to figure out a proper punishment for this guy. Okay, awesome, cool, awesome. This sounds good. I guess I will become part of this little group of people with, they have like, I don't know, like kind of butcher outfits on for some reason. That's odd. So we had the first Butcher Army meeting. And I was confused about what it was. I was just kind of like, okay. Alright, I mean, I guess I don't know where Tommy is, so I guess I'll help with this. Because, I mean, a traitor can't be out here, right? Because betraying someone, that's pretty bad, huh? That's pretty bad, huh? Yeah. So, after talking, we went off. Me, Quackity, Fundy, and Tubbo, we went off and we found Technoblade. And then we started to fight him. Me, of course, I just did some bow shots. A lot of them missed. Was that on purpose? Maybe? Because, I mean, this guy is still a person, right? I mean, right? So, then Quackity got a horse for some reason named Carl. And, so then Technoblade was like, okay, I'll go in. And then we'll be good. So, thus commenced the trial of Technoblade. Now, there was a execution set up, and I was like, oh, that must be used for him. And I thought we were going to have a fair trial. I mean, at least maybe give this guy a chance to not die, but instead, we just kind of pulled the lever. And then an anvil fell, and he survived somehow, and then he ran off, and that's all I know about what happened. And then Quackity was killed, apparently. However, while this was all happening, Phil, the guy that, oh man, the guy that saved me from lava when I was about to die and lose everything. Right, when I was about to die and lose everything, he saved me. So, guy had an A+ in my book. But apparently he was technically helping a traitor to the country. So we kind of had to put him on house arrest, which he did not like. Now, after Techno's escape, somehow, Phil was just like, hey, this sucks, and I hate pretty much everyone that did that. And I went, my bad. I mean, my bad. I mean, I didn't really mean to, like, I didn't think that we would be as aggressive as we were. So then I was okay with Phil, and Phil was, I think, okay with me. I mean, I liked Phil. I liked Phil. And then I talked to Ghostbur, and he called me an Aaron Burr, and I barely knew what that meant, so then I was just like, okay, don't really know what that means that much. And then we went on a little trip, me and Ghostbur. Me and Ghostbur went on a little trip, and it was awesome. He went with me to the snow, and it was great. It was great. We went to the snow, and apparently we were going to Techno's place. Now, Techno's place, of course, I literally had the guy's armor that I took. And I was just there with the same team that tried to kill him. I was there with the same team that tried to kill him. So obviously, as soon as me and Ghostbur found the guy, he tried to kill me. I mean, fair. Honestly, fair. Honestly. I mean, I completely get that. He threatened me until I gave him back all of his armor. Yeah, I gave Technoblade back all of his armor on the same day that we got it back. It was oh boy. Yeah, see, I succumb very easily to peer pressure, so yeah. But someone else was also there. Not me, not Ghostbur, not Techno. Tommy. Tommy somehow escaped the island that he was on, and Tommy was there. Tommy was with Techno for some reason. Now, of course, me being me, I wrote this down in my good old memory book. I wrote this down in my memory book, and I was like, all right, this is going to be great. All right, ow. I'm gonna write this down in my memory book. I mean, me, Tommy, and Techno, I mean, I guess we were on okay terms. Now let me go back to L'Manberg. Oh, that's right. There's wanted signs of the guy that I just gave back all of his armor to. I just technically betrayed everyone in the Butcher army. Sorry, I had to let that beat drop for that added effect. I just betrayed everyone in the Butcher army by giving Technoblade his armor back, and also by telling them that I had no idea where he was, where Tommy was. I kind of betrayed absolutely everyone. So obviously, me being me, I did not like this. I did not like this at all. All right, I did. Ooh boy. Ooh boy, that was not good. That was not good. Holy cow. Danny Gonzalez just raided, and that is the coolest thing that has happened. Thank you, Danny. Hi, hello. That is awesome, actually. Oh man, hold up. Let me VIP Danny Gonzalez in my chat real fast. Hold up. That is completely derailed me. 1 second, chat. 1 second, chat. We just gotta VIP Danny real fast. Okay. Thank you, Danny, for the raid. Thank you. Hope you guys are doing well. We are in the middle of retelling my entire lore. Thank you, Danny. Holy cow. I do like Danny Gonzalez's videos. I just want to say that. I do watch them, all right? That's really cool, actually. Anyway, oh man, I love streaming. Anyway, so I had just betrayed the entire Butcher army. I had just betrayed Tubbo, I betrayed Quackity, I betrayed Fundy by giving back the armor to a fugitive of the country. Because I was threatened. But I mean, I'm not going to tell them that, because that's going to show them that I'm weak. And I do not want to give off the impression that I am weak. Right? Right? So I wrote this down in my memory book, and then all was good. All was good for the next couple of days. I kept on seeing Techno and Tommy for some reason with a lot of dogs. A lot of dogs for some reason. Nikki raid as well. Holy cow. Thank you guys. So I was kind of on both sides. I was on Techno's and Tommy's sides, and I was also on Lemanberg's side, and that's hard to choose. Thank you so much, Nikki, for the raid as well. And that's hard to choose between those two, right? So I just decided I'm not going to choose. I'm just going to help everyone because I want to help. That's what I want to do. Right? That's what I want to do. And then everything seemed good. Everything seemed okay. The walls were down around Lemanberg. Hello, Nikki. I hope you had a good stream. The walls were down around Lemanberg. The country was thriving, and it was good. It was fun. We had a plan for a festival to try and kill Dream because we needed to get rid of Dream. So we had a plan. We had a plan for the festival. What we were going to do is Dream was finally going to respect the laws of Lemanberg. He was finally going to respect the no armor rule, which means that we could kill him. So I made some games. Remember that? Oh my goodness. I made some games. It was awesome. It was great. We played for a little bit, and then Dream came over and started building the wall again. He was building the wall. Why would he be building the wall again? Nothing happened, right? Nothing happened at all. I mean, nothing could have happened, right? Nothing could have happened at all. Why was Dream... Oop. That's right. You probably shouldn't say anything about, well, anything that you've done to Dream, Tubbo, or anyone. Because before this, chat, I met with Techno and Tommy. Over there. During the festival. Oh boy. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. That is not good. That is ooh boy. Ooh boy. That was not good. That was not good at all. That was not good at all. So then we had to So then Dream led us over to the community house, where it was blown up. It was gone. The community house was gone. Someone blew it up. This is way too happy music, but still, someone blew up the community house. I mean, how could someone do something like that? It was apparently Techno and Tommy. So then they had their fight and everything. And then Dream said, oh yeah, I'm gonna blow up L'Manberg again. All the way down to bedrock this time. Techno, you wanna help? And Techno was like, yeah, sure. So then he gave us only a couple of days to try to maybe do something to try to save L'Manberg. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. Now, me watching, I was watching this all happen. You know, I was watching the speech and everything. And then oh, darn it, I wanted to, okay, it's fine. Dream said that I was a traitor. We always have, like, the donation sounds as soon as I say something cool. Dream said that I was a traitor. And then I was like, wait, how could he know that? And then he gave him a little book. How did I... It was the first memory book. Now, you see, chat, before this, a day before this, or a couple of days before this, I had lost said memory book. I had lost the memory book, and, well, I found it after a while, but it was in a chest. It was in somewhere where I didn't put it. It was in somewhere different. So, I didn't think anything of it. But the thing is, I needed a place to think. I needed a place to think. So then I created something. I created a nice little room where I could be alone with my thoughts and think things out. Think things through. Think of things that... Think of my morals. I mean, I had been technically a traitor. So then I created something. I created something pretty interesting. I created the panic room. Now, this is where I was free to think. The water outside of the panic room helped create a white noise, which helped me think, helped me realize my thoughts. I was fine. And I also realized something. I've been trying to help everyone this entire time. I had been trying to help everyone this entire time, but I kept on choosing sides, so instead, I chose people. So the festival was going to be great. Now, we're back to a little certain event. Dream had the first memory book. Dream had the first memory book. How did Dream have the first memory book? I've literally had this book on me this entire time. I mean, what? I don't understand. How could it have been switched? How could it have been switched? So when I opened up the book that was on me, All that's left was a smile. That smile symbolized the fact that I betrayed everyone. And now everyone knew. And that book thus became the second memory book. The book that was replaced. Now, Dream had just said after this that, well, he was gonna blow up L'Manberg. Come one, come all, come see this giant piece of history get completely destroyed. Down to bedrock, down to everything. And of course, we had no idea what we were gonna do. We had no idea what we were going to do. I mean, how? How are we gonna stop this? I mean, there had to have been a way for us to stop this. And there had to have been a way to stop it, right? So then we kind of banded together. We kind of were like, hey, yeah, we can somehow take him down. I mean, L'Manberg shouldn't go down without a fight. And of course, me being, I don't really know what I was being, but I was like, guys, you guys realize that if we save this, it's just going to keep on causing all of our problems. It's just going to keep on causing all of our problems every single time. So then I argued, and a lot of people were looking at me. And in case you guys don't know, eye contact? So I kind of became a little more aggravated, I'd say, right? So I lashed out, of course. I mean, I lashed out at my friends, which is bad. I mean, my judgment was affected, so I lashed out at people. Lashed out at Fundy. I lashed out at a lot of other people as well. So, I went back to the panic room. And I started talking. I started thinking. I started pondering, am I going to help? Am I not going to help? Am I going to help at all? What's going to happen? Then I started to hear something. I started to hear something that was me, but also, well, it was me. It was a voice. It was an interesting voice. It was the voice of Dream. And it told me the last thing that I wanted to hear. By trying to help everyone, I betrayed everyone. So, I didn't believe him. I didn't think that he was right. I mean, it wasn't true, right? I mean, I didn't betray people that much. I mean, all I did was, well, all I did was just give armor back to Techno. I mean, I was under pressure, right? That's the only thing that I did. I didn't do anything that bad, right? And then I was not sure what to do. The voice left. It went back. So then I decided the best thing to do is to help. The best thing to do is to help the people. To help the people who helped me. L'Manberg. So, I decided to help. I decided to kind of help at least. Whoa, okay. Well, there it goes. I decided to kind of help. So, I did. But the thing is, though, I was still missing something, chat. I was still missing something. I was still missing the first memory book. Hold up. I'm sorry. I need like the mood music. Hold up. What's it called? What's it called? What's the song called? What's the song called? What's the song called? Hold up. There it is. Okay. We gotta have some background music, right? We gotta have some background music. So, I decided to help, but I was still missing something, chat. I was still missing something. I was still missing the first memory book. I didn't know where it was. I have no idea where it was. It was given to Tubbo when Dream revealed me to be a traitor. The first memory book. It was revealed to me when I was a traitor, and then it was given to Tubbo. And then it was time for Doomsday. You don't still have it. I literally have it. It was time for Doomsday. It was the final day. Now, we thought that we still had time. We thought that we still had time to save L'Manberg. But then we started hearing explosions. We started hearing withers. And L'Manberg was starting to leave. L'Manberg was starting to go. And I wasn't ready for this. It was falling. It was gone. Now, in the midst of all the fighting, in the midst of all the screaming, the yelling, the overlapping arguments from everyone, the people that were once, for some reason, the people that were once part of L'Manberg suddenly decided to switch their values. But out of all of this, I heard something. I heard Techno ask, "What's this memory book? What's this do not read book?" And I heard that. So I ran. I ran to where Techno was. Techno had my first memory book. So I had to run. I had to run and grab it. And because I was okay in Techno's eyes, he gave it to me back. He told me, "Get out of here. You don't need to be here." Techno showed me mercy when he could have killed me. He showed me mercy when he could have killed me. So, I didn't know how I felt about L'Manberg getting blown up anymore because I was confused. I was like, this country does have a lot of problems, but it's also the home to so many people. But it's also the main reason why this server keeps on going downhill. So I really didn't know what to do. So I watched as withers were spawned, TNT was blown up, and I watched as L'Manberg fell. And after that, I don't really know. After that, I don't really know. I mean, I talked with Fundy. I hurt Fundy. Something was going on with Fundy. I didn't know what. I talked with Quackity, and Quackity seemed like he forgave me. Quackity forgave me for betraying L'Manberg because he read my book. He originally had my book, and he read it. So, I was like, maybe. I mean, I know what happens when I get involved with a lot of things and everything, so I didn't know what to do. I visited the panic room. I ran around. I didn't know what to do at all. And then someone came in and then asked me if I was okay. Phil. Phil realized that when he blew up everything, I didn't have any more home. Because I was one of the only people that actually lived in L'Manberg. So, Phil helped me. Phil said, hey, need a home? And I was like, sure. So then I moved in with the two people that had just blown up my home. It was pretty awkward in the beginning, but eventually we got through it. We got through it. I mean, it was awesome. We got through it. And I thought, this can't be so bad, right? I mean, how could this be bad? I mean, now I'm okay, now I'm safe, now everything's going to be good, right? And that's when I heard it. That's when I started to hear a disc. A disc from somewhere far away. From somewhere very far away. It was from the panic room. I heard something in the panic room. So I went back. Why was I going back? I mean, why was I hearing this from all the way over here? I took out the disc. Then an old friend came back. An old friend came back. The voice. Don't worry, chat, I banned the donator. The voice came back. And this time, he had a little bit more to say. The dream voice came back, and this time he had a little bit more to say. He started to say something about how, well, hey, you are a little more of a traitor than you thought. Because guess what you did? You know what it told me? You've been helping the dream this entire time. You just don't remember. And I had no idea how. I mean, this isn't possible, right? He said that I had something to do with the community house. He said that I had something to do with a lot of things that went on this server. And the voice wasn't Dream. It was what I thought, just me trying to fill the gaps of my memory with false ideas. So the dream voice told me, hey, you kind of blew up the community house and you've been helping Dream this entire time. And then I went, hey, you have no proof at all. You have no proof about anything. So then he told me, hey, why don't you go ahead and mine that block? So then I mined it. What was in there was 2 pieces of TNT that I didn't put in there. But I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it at all, right? I wasn't going to believe that, hey, you know, guess what you're doing? You're been helping out Dream this entire time. So I didn't believe it. So I just thought this is just not right. Right? This is just not right. So I didn't believe it. Even though part of me did, I did not believe that, hey, I didn't blow up the community house, right? I didn't betray anyone. But then I started to I built my house, you know, I was just chilling with Technoblade and Phil and everything, and it was good. It was good. So I was, well, confused. I mean, did I do this? Did I not do this? I have no idea. I have no idea. And this was at the time where apparently Tommy and Tubbo were planning to get their discs back. Because the discs were important. Right? The discs were very, very important. I mean, the discs were very important, right? So then I just lived for a while. I mean, I didn't really talk with many people. I mean, I lived in solitude. I was, for the first time in a while, happy. And that was good. That was good. You know, that was very good. So, me, of course, having this newfound happiness, newfound strength, I decided, you know what? I'm done. I'm done from living in fear of this dream voice. I'm done with it. I'm done with living in fear of the dream voice. So then what I did was, instead of having the dream voice come to me, I went to the dream voice. And I said, there's no way that the things that you're saying are true. I mean, I know that I have bad memory. I know that I have gaps in my memory, but that does not mean that I helped Dream. There's no proof. The TNT in there is the 2 pieces of TNT that I picked up, right? Right? And then he told me something. The dream voice said, hey, I mean, you literally have a disc. You literally have a disc. I was like, what? No, I don't have a disc, right? No, there's no way I could have one of the 2 discs on the server. The only reason why a lot of the war happened, right? Right? I didn't think that, right? Hold up. I'm going to pause Donos. There we go. Okay. There's no way that I could have a disc, right? So he said, well, you hit it. You met with Dream. So then I looked. I searched. And I found a disc. I found the disc. It was in a chest under my house. Because apparently I had met with Dream. And he decided, I mean, if I don't even know where it is, then how could anyone else? So then I realized something's going on. Something's going on. I mean, something is going on. There must be a reason why I can't remember these visits with Dream. I mean, there's got to be a reason why I can't remember these visits with Dream, right? So then I realized that I had been sleepwalking of sorts. And that was a problem for another day. That was a problem for another day. So apparently, during this, what I did was bad. During then. I mean, I had literally helped Dream, so I just didn't know even what to do. And then something happened. Tommy and Tubbo were going to go fight Dream.